All right, so you were saying you have a problem with like shorties with like big
Yes,
lips.
yes. So look at white people and like the line they have for lips, yeah?
Yeah.
And then look at black people and like a massive lip. Now, personally speaking, I enjoy making out.
Yeah, me too.
It's an art. I enjoy making out, yeah?
Especially when the person is doing a good job.
Clean breath, I enjoy making out. Now, if I make out with somebody who has small lips, it's annoying because I can't make out with them properly.
It's like you can't do it fully.
Like you can't grab it. It's like flat. You're like, it's not.
How would I say my experience with like girls with smaller lips is? Right, I can't say smaller lips per se, but what I can say is like a smaller mouth opening. And it's like
I personally I haven't done that. How is that?
it's like, how would I put it? It's like you're going from like a big pipe to like a tiny pipe. So it's like it's hard to fit a lot through, and it just feels insufficient. Like it feels insufficient in some shit. But anyways, we have a podcast to begin. Let's hit it. Welcome to Break Time on Westside, your number one break time podcast, coming to you from Nairobi, Kenya. I am your host, Denver B, and I have a guest with me.
Hola, Njuguna Makau hapa.
Yes, from the Wazito podcast.
Yes.
And as I said in the previous episodes, I would be bringing someone, and like I said, it might be on IGTV. Okay, so there was this thing that I saw just before the weekend rolled around, and it was sort of a story that I got alerted to by some babe on Twitter, and it was this whole thing of guys masturbating in the cars following women while they were walking.
What?
All right, so let me bring in some context. So she actually alluded to a story that was being covered by this gossip guy, the man that every Kenyan male celebrity hates right now.
Edgar Obare. Let me tell you,
Yes.
first of all, I like him. Edgar, you are doing a phenomenal job. The tea you are serving is exquisite. Keep doing it.
I'm a bit on the fence with him. But my reservations aside, I decided to look through the story. And it was about this guy. Well, it was about this girl who had been taking a walk the previous evening and sort of just felt like there was someone following her in a car. So she turns and she sees this guy who's like moving very slowly. Hazard lights are on. And she assumed that this guy was like trying to look for directions and stuff. So his window was rolled down. So she stops to look. But she sees this guy's like trousers down and he's like whacking his meat and shit. So all of a sudden she's like, wait, what? And this guy is like, boom, all of a sudden he gets scared, speeds off. And like I think maybe one or two more cases that were mentioned after that. I didn't follow the rest of that story.
There is a video of a man. It's actually in town at the stage.
Yeah,
a man just whipping out his dick and then he just starts.
And what I'd attribute that to is exhibitionism. For anyone who doesn't know what exhibitionism is, well, it's pretty much a psychological condition whereby you derive pleasure from exposing your private parts while trying to get a good feeling.
Unapenda kuonwa when you own it.
How would I put it? It's
you like an audience.
I wouldn't say audience, but yes, you want a more outdoorsy vibe to your very intimate sessions, whether with self or maybe with other people.
That'll be everyone after Corona.
Yeah, I'll probably see if I can slap like a dictionary reference to it or something of that sort from Google or something. But now my issue was the first guy was identified was like a VW owner. Like the guy had like a Jetta because like there was a video then. Someone also comes out and is like, so there's this other guy who has a VW Passat. And I'm like, VW owners, bro, what is going on?
What's going on? Wait, if you have a VW, Sabina Joy can't be that expensive.
True. But at the same time, exhibitionism is about, like exposing it. Like, just look at the bit of exhibit.
Is that exhibitionism? I think it's a sexual disorder, one. Right?
More psychological in a sense.
Most people don't want to wank in public. Nobody wants to be seen when you're doing it. In fact, it's a very private thing, right?
Oh yeah, because
it's
like a taboo
in public. It means that the force that is making you want to do it is more than what is stopping you from doing it. So it's
Wait, so are you saying that like the force is strong?
It's
with this
very
one?
strong. It's very strong. Beats the hell out of that meat.
Yeah. Anyways, speaking of beating meat, on to what we're to discuss today. Yo, how's that dry spell been?
Whoa. Do you hear that?
Yeah.
That's the sound of the dry spell continuing.
Yo, like ever since
It's
Corona
been bad.
rolled
It's been
around,
bad.
like ever since Corona rolled around, obviously there's people that get it done, but for a lot of us, it's been like a dry spell. Cause like, let me speak for myself, cause I still like stay with my parents and everything. Is this whole thing of there's like one entry / exit to the house, so it's not like I can sneak someone in. And even though I could, they're in the house like 24/7, so you can't exactly sneak anyone in. So you might probably be thinking, you know what, let me go, like, let me take over to my friend's place. But it's Corona, so people aren't very trusting right now. So it's like,
Bro, you have sanitizer. I just saw you with sanitizer.
yes, I have sanitizer, but you can only sanitize your hands. You can't sanitize the rest of your body because it's not like you just sweat with your hands.
But, I mean,
If it's already in your system,
actually, I have been thinking about it, yeah?
yeah,
If you really want to have sex during Corona without giving it to the other person,
yeah,
a few things are necessary. One, clean showers for both.
true.
Clean showers. Two, we need like a box that each person puts their head in. Because the problem is the face and the mouth, yeah? You put a box. So everyone wears a box, and then you styles that you don't face each other.
So glory hole and doggy style.
Yes! Boom! That works.
Shit.
Hashtag stop Corona.
Yeah, true. Corona really does need to end because the way I was looking at it is it's definitely harder for a lot more people. If you were the type of person that was in like campus and was living around school, you've been told go back home because there's no need to pay the extra rent.
Yes.
So it's made it even harder. So like say probably 50-60% of my homies have had to go back to their homes. And like out of the others, there's like only one who has been living on his own. And even he's a bit skeptical. Plus, also getting to his place is a bit of a mission. It feels like you're playing the Uncharted. So it's become a hell of a lot harder. So now it's just gotten to a point where I felt like, you know what? How about if I just say that I'm celibate right now?
Oh man. It's been tough. I don't know. I've been thinking about if I got a call or a text.
Yeah.
And at about 6:30. At about 6.
Yeah.
Just before curfew. And then this babe tells me, hey, come through. Would I go? The politically correct answer would be no. But the real answer
social
is
distancing.
it depends on the babe. It depends on the girl.
And that's true.
It really does.
Yeah.
Because there's a girl who has been home and quarantined for like 4 weeks. And you've been home and quarantined for like 4 weeks. Like, hey, I've been quarantined. You've been quarantined. Let's do this. Although you don't know if she's been having other visitors.
Yes.
If you get the chance and you feel it's worth it, most people will take it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Like, obviously. Now, here's a funny thing with us Kenyans. We'll be told social distancing. And it'll be like, it just means that we do our shit in private a lot more. So for a lot of guys that I know, it's like, it's either you're still getting it the same exact way, just chini ya maji, like proper undercover shit.
Bless you so hard.
Or you're not getting anything. True, but that also poses a bunch of other problems.
Pregnancies?
No, it's not just the pregnancies, because obviously, yes, there's the married people, there's the people that stay together. So yes, the chance of getting pregnant are a lot higher because we're spending a lot more time at home. There's people that are doing a hell of a lot less. So I'm not even lying. I think some people just bang because it's something that they can do, and it's not something that they really feel the desire to do. It's not like people are horny, but there's people who are like, you know what, I just want to bang.
And this is why people need stuff to do. I was explaining this to my work colleagues, and I was telling them what we are going through is pretty unprecedented, because even if you go back 3-4 generations to our great grandparents who were in the bush, like we know for sure they were in the bush, they never spent time with their kids.
True.
Men had their own stuff to do, women had their own stuff to do, kids had their own stuff to do, right? And then you all would meet in the evening, right? So even from the past till today, families generally haven't spent a lot of time together
in
the same house. So I know that it will be pretty hard on a lot of people, but at the same time, I feel like it is the perfect time to break up with that person you've been wanting to break up with. It's
Yes.
perfect. It's God sent.
If there's that fiance that you just can't, stand right now,
Ghost them.
this is the time when the universe is telling you that, you know what? We actually don't think that the both of you would last together for quite a long time. So you might as well just end shit. But at the same time, there's this whole thing of neighbors.
Oh,
I have never wished that I had a fine neighbor like around my area that I can just.
I don't
just
know my
cross the
neighbors,
road.
man. I barely know them. Barely.
I know my neighbors, and they're like grown people who've just had like babies. So like that being said, like there's this whole thing of like the neighbor, and for people who have relatives, I've heard stories of like people doing it like with the relatives.
But you know that's
Which is
pretty
wrong.
often. You know, it's. I could argue against that.
Okay, there's certain parameters, and I did an episode.
I would argue it's
on
only
it.
wrong. This will actually be controversial. It's only wrong if it's incest on the second generation. I would say so. Scientifically speaking, I'd say it's only wrong when it's incest on the second generation. Because on the second generation, then you are actually passing negative and recessive genes to your child. But in the first generation and the second generation, as long as you're both adults, I don't care. I really honestly don't care. However, I can't support brother-sister incest.
Actually, that being said, like I think porn has influenced a lot of, or at least a lot of things that happen in the day-to-day do influence porn. Because I think it was in like 2014, 2015 when I was being told and, did a bit of research myself and started seeing the whole family porn like category
It's a
start to
thing.
build up. But it's like nowadays it's such a common thing that it's like MILF porn is like blended into that as well.
I think it's the desire for things you can't have.
Wait. All of this was done using research and was not done for any other purposes whatsoever.
Oh, yeah. And then let me just add there. I think it was 2015 data.
Yeah.
2015 data, Pornhub data to be specific.
Yeah.
Kenya was ranked number 2 in the world.
Mm-hmm.
In Zawarudo, all my anime fans can get it. Kenya was ranked number 2 in the world in terms of gay porn searches.
Gay porn.
Gay porn searches. Do you know which country beat it?
Which country? The US of A?
No. Surprisingly, it's not even a Western country.
Is it Uganda?
I think it was Pakistan. I mean, the more the religious the country, they need cavity checks.
Anyways, like that, people just like us, and they also have the right to view their own porn. It's entirely like a moral thing for whoever it is that chooses
I
to do
encourage it. People will say, no, it's bad for you. Don't masturbate. Don't watch porn. I say, do it, but do it in moderation. Because anything and everything you do excessively is bad for you. There's nothing in this world that you can take in excess and it's good for you. Water in excess will drown you.
True.
Heat in excess will burn you.
True.
Cold in excess will freeze you. Everything in excess will harm you. Similarly,
Pussy in
masturbation
excess?
in excess will screw your body thing.
That thing.
Yeah, it will screw something in. So, but if you moderate it, I think it's okay, because when it comes to masturbation and porn, women are encouraged. Women are given toys. I wanted to give this example, and it would be a false equivalence to the story that you just gave of the guy who was wanking in the car and looking at a girl. But women now have these toys that they can put in and walk with the whole day. She's practically wanking the whole day without anyone knowing.
Wait,
And she's a remote.
Like, let me just get this straight. So, they started getting dildos and were okay with it. But we said that we're going to get, like, a pocket pussy and get, like, dolls, and then we're suddenly called,
Oh my God.
that's being a beta male, go and get girls, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
And we were okay with it. Now they're bringing in ways that they can do it, like, on the move. Yo, we need a pocket pussy for when we're on the move.
Did you see the new dildo?
Wait, there's a new
You
dildo.
can stick it to a wall, man.
Oh, I thought that one's always been there.
I personally hadn't seen it, but Yeah. And it has like multiple speeds. I'm like, fam, I was inbuilt with one speed, maybe two maximum, right? When you have a device that is giving you 6 speeds, 6 gears, it's like an off-road car, eh? You can't compare if it's an off-road car. It's not the same.
But if you're the one that can't offer the off-road capabilities, is it the off-road car's problem?
If you can
Quick
offer it,
question.
by all means, salute, my friend. 6 speed, my friend. Salutes.
Well, I've never really checked if I have like, I don't know, 6, 7 speeds or anything. I usually just focus on trying to give the best experience ever. But maybe someone who's tested one of them can tell us if it really beats good old-fashioned dick. So you can probably tell us down in the comments below.
Tafadhali.
Is good old-fashioned dick better, or should we stop using ours and just go and get Samantha the sex doll?
I've had lesbians say that. You know, when people say, "Oh no, you need something real, something warm," they're like, "Yeah, just put it in the microwave." I'm like,
have you all dealt with like radiated plastic though? Anyways, the way I usually look at it is when it comes to dildos or anything, like women, regardless of whether they're lesbian, whether they're straight, they require dick. If it's a lesbian, then they probably require plastic dick. But either way, it's dick. It's just in a different form. So either way, dick still wins.
My nigga.
So basically you're saying everyone is straight whether or not you get it from a human or a plastic.
Yeah.
Well, all women.
Yeah.
But then dudes.
We have the dick. We don't count unless you're speaking of gay and other queer people. Anyways, that being said, thank you so much for watching till the end. Like I said, leave your comments and feedback in the comment section below. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Hala.